Have you ever wondered if you should build a kit guitar? Today, I'm going to tell you why you should. Or maybe you shouldn't? Hey everyone, Miller's Custom Guitars here, and today I wanted to start a discussion. About every other week or so, I see someone in a Facebook group say that they are considering building a guitar kit, and they want advice and or input. Every time I see these posts, I always jump in and join the comments because I have a lot to say on the matter. Look, I feel like most of the time people have the wrong idea about what a guitar kit is and what the purpose of a kit is and why a person might want to buy and build one. I've been wanting to make this specific video for an extremely long time. So long, in fact, that I'm going to draw this topic out into a 3-video mini-series. This way, whenever I see someone ask those questions on Facebook, I can just be a pretentious jerk and link to this video. Coincidentally, if this has happened to you, bringing you here today, well, hi, welcome. I hope you learned something today. In this first video, I want to start the discussion about kit guitars, why they even exist, why you might want to build one, and what to look for when shopping for one. In the second video, I'm going to unbox and build a kit guitar right here on camera so you can know what to expect when building a kit. In the last video, we're going to compare the kit build to a budget, factory-built guitar to answer the question, is it worth it to build a kit, or should you just buy a guitar that's already built? But let's start off by talking about kit guitars and why you might want to buy one in the first place. I feel like I usually see any of 6 or so potential reasons that someone might want to buy a kit. But for some reason, I want to start out by being a negative Nelly and talk about the one of those reasons that I feel is a really bad reason to do a kit. So let me start by getting out my wacky, wavy, scolding finger. If you are trying to build a guitar kit solely because you want a cheap guitar, you're most likely going to have a bad time. Hey, you can find guitar kits that are really cheap, but I gotta warn you, the cheap kits are usually really bad. And on a really cheap kit, oftentimes the construction is bad. Almost always the hardware is really, well, cheap. And oftentimes the pickups sound like crap. You can try to compensate by getting a more expensive kit, but in most cases, even those kits still are not as good as the best cheap guitars. Look, if you're just trying to save money, well then just save money and buy a good cheap guitar. Hey, we're going to talk more about that at length in the upcoming third part of this video series, and hopefully this may save some of you some heartbreak. And I really hate to sound like a religious zealot here, but you're gonna get the most out of your kit building if you go into it with pure intentions and you're building it with the right reasons. Gonna get the amen. Okay, we're just gonna forget I did that. Here are 5 of the right reasons to build and buy a guitar kit, in my opinion, in no particular order. Reason number 1, you're really interested in what makes a guitar tick. What's going on under the hood, so to speak. You've been playing guitar and you like it, but you don't understand what all the components do, how they're attached, how they interact, and what you can do to adjust them. If that's the case, a guitar kit might be a great way to learn what is going on with a guitar. When you order a kit, it comes with every screw, every nut, every pot, every single component that you are going to need to build a guitar. Heck, even strings. Not very good ones. Assembling a guitar from a kit is a great way to learn all about the different components on a guitar, and building a kit requires minimal skill and very few tools to assemble. Many kits even come with electronics either completely or partially pre-wired, but even if they don't, wiring is an essential skill for the guitar owner to learn, and on a guitar kit, you'll likely just be soldering a few connections, so don't let that scare you off. Look, this is a great way to learn more about guitars and will build a much deeper understanding and respect for your instrument. This is a great reason to build a kit. And if this is your reason, you're going to learn a lot about guitars. And you're probably going to get a great deal of satisfaction from building a guitar kit. Reason number B. You've been learning how to service and set up your own guitars for a while, but you're looking to challenge yourself. Can you do a guitar from the ground up? You want to find out if your skills and abilities have leveled up enough so that when everything either succeeds or fails based on your abilities alone, you can finally answer the question, will the end result be a great playing instrument? This is a great way to challenge yourself. Kit guitars are easy to assemble and to get them to play okay, but they're notoriously finicky to get them to play great. You may need to plug and re-drill the bridge mounting holes in order to get the strings to be evenly spaced over the fretboard. You're probably going to need to do a fret level and crown, and even if you don't, you might as well do a high polish on the frets for great playability. Well, why not try rolling the fret edges if you've never done that before? I just recently learned how to do that myself. It's not that hard. We might talk about that in a future video. This is a great time to learn how to properly set the pickup height for optimal tone if you've never learned how to do that before. Look, there are a bunch of playability tweaks that you can and should attempt on your kit guitar, especially if you're trying to up your setup game. Kit guitars are a safe place to experiment and grow your skills. If you make a mistake, figure out how to fix it. One of the most important learning opportunities in kit building is to learn how to overcome and fix and repair if and when you make mistakes. One of the things that I learned when I started learning woodworking is that almost any mistake is fixable if you take your time, think about your options, and you're resourceful. And if it is unfixable, well, it's on your guitar. Just consider it part of the guitar's character. This guitar is a one-of-a-kind piece that will never be duplicated. Unlike one of those boring Fender custom shops. Suckers. Look, if this is why you are considering building a kit, you're probably going to find the process both challenging and rewarding and a great way to increase your confidence and skills and abilities. Reason number triangle. You love modifying guitars and assembling parts casters and are maybe considering the hobby of building guitars from scratch. Before you take the plunge, you want to try a kit because you hope that it will help you to build your confidence, and you also haven't experimented with finishing a guitar before. Maybe a kit could be a good way to dip your toe into the waters of guitar building before you jump all the way into the deep end of the pool. Look, I'm not going to lie. Finishing a guitar is really tricky business. If you want a factory style finish with mirror flat reflections, it takes a lot of time and a lot of work. However, if you're thinking about getting serious about building guitars, building a kit guitar might be a great way to start to learn how to finish guitars. StewMac recently released a 3-part series where they showed how to get factory quality finish results from rattle cans presented by Driftwood Guitars. I found these videos immensely educational, and I highly recommend watching the entire course. If you're interested in learning more about finishing guitars, I'll link to those videos in the show notes. However, lacquer isn't the only way to finish guitars. You can also do a oiled finish like tung oil or boiled linseed oil or true oil. These finishes don't provide as much protection, but they're super easy to apply and they look fantastic. And they have a great tactile feel. You can also do wipe-on poly finishes as well as a number of other finishes that you can experiment with, stuff you can get from the home center. When you build your own guitar, you can finish it however you want. There are a number of resources online to help learn more about alternative ways to finish guitars. I really like the YouTube channel Guns and Guitars, where Dan talks about a bunch of stuff, including alternative ways to finish guitars, including other things like, guns and guitars. I'll link to his channel in the show notes also. I highly recommend If you're going to experiment with finishing, finding a scrap board of the same type of wood, and you can experiment with finishes. This is a great way to experiment with different finish possibilities in a low risk environment to find a finish that you will like. Hey, building a kit is a great way to begin to develop your skills in guitar finishing, which is the skill that you're going to have with you for a lifetime. And there's almost limitless different ways that you can finish a guitar, ranging from traditional to beyond extreme. And if this is your reason for building a kit, you're probably going to get a lot of value out of your kit build. Reason number Barber Shop. Maybe you have some specific thing that you want from a guitar that you find is not being offered by the big guitar manufacturers. Whether that is a specific pickup loadout or switching option or maybe some righteous color scheme you've dreamt up. If this is the case for you, your options are to pay some builder or custom shop thousands of dollars to build your harebrained scheme, or just see if you can build it yourself. This is the one case where your desire to save money might actually be justified. While fulfilling your dream, you'll probably end up spending a lot of money on custom pickups and high-end hardware upgrades. But the end result could be that you'll have a truly unique instrument, almost like it's your own signature guitar. This is, in my opinion, one of the best reasons to build a kit, but it can be the trickiest to pull off really well. You may need to bust out a router to change the pickup routes. You may need to make your own pickguard. You may need to learn how to design your own wiring scheme to accomplish the crazy thing that your brain thought up. Look, now's the time to go crazy. While we're at it, that body shape, it's a little traditional, don't you think? Well, why not take a jigsaw to it and make the shape into something else? Or why not add a tummy cut and forearm contours to your T-style guitar? Express yourself. This is your guitar. Build it the way you want to. Look, pro tip here. Don't be thinking about the resale value here. I mean, this is a kit guitar after all. Only think about getting your absolute dream guitar. A Telecaster with a Filtertron in the neck and a P90 in the bridge? Awesome. A Strat with a PAF style humbucker in the neck, a lipstick in the middle, and a Telecaster pickup in the bridge? Wicked! A hardtail Strat with a B-bender? Dude, you're braver than I am. Look, whatever your plan is, just have fun. Look, if your goal in building a kit is to build your dream guitar, and you have the money and skills and determination and the patience to see it through, look, you're probably going to really enjoy the process and potentially end up with a lifetime guitar. Reason number pentatonic scale. You like guitar, you like building things, and building a guitar from a kit looks like a fun project. Heck yeah, it does. Get on it, bud. Building things is fun, and guitars are fun, and building guitars is fun. Why not build a guitar? Hey, not everybody enjoys building things, but if you're the type of person who enjoys building things for the sake of building things, you will probably really enjoy the process. If you're building a kit because it seems like it would be fun to build a kit, well, yeah, you're probably gonna have fun. Shocker, right? These are all really great reasons, and the right reasons, in my opinion, to maybe choose to build a guitar kit. And I hope that you do. No matter what your reason is, one of the best benefits of building a kit guitar is that when you're done, you can look at your guitar and say, I built this. I did that. And that's extremely rewarding. So, if one or more of those reasons apply to you, and you do decide to build a guitar kit, I have a little bit more advice for you before you pull the trigger, or before you click away. I would like to encourage you to take the following things into consideration before you buy your first kit. The first thing I'd like to say is that if this is your first ever guitar build, I highly recommend building a T-style guitar. The Telecaster was the first production electric guitar, and they're still making them today with good reason. The design is iconic, the construction is bulletproof, and the tones are classic. It's not hard to make a great Telecaster style guitar. It's literally just a hunk of wood with some metal bolted to it. This makes it a great first time build because it's so simple. Because it's so simple, there's less that can go wrong, and there's a better chance that you'll end up with a guitar you'll be happy with. If you're confident with your skills, you could try an S-style kit, which has more moving parts because of the tremolo and requires more skills to dial in properly. Either way, both a T-style and an S-style kits are extremely popular, and every company that makes kits will offer a kit in both styles of guitar. Next, if you're a relative beginner, I would probably recommend skipping a set neck guitar as your first build, like a Les Paul semi-hollow, or even a carved top double cutaway in the style of a PRS, for example. It might not be the best choice for your first kit. There's more tools required, more measuring and marking, and way less margin for error on those styles of guitars. Once those necks are glued in, it's extremely difficult to reposition it if there's a problem. And look, there's lots of great kits out there for these types of guitars, but look, I'd maybe wait until you're more confident in your skills. Bolt-on neck guitars are really the way to go, especially if this is your first few kits. Look, I'm not saying never, I'm just saying maybe later. Okay, look, now that you've decided which style of guitar you want to build, well, how do you choose which kit to buy? There are literally dozens of places to buy kits from online, and prices for guitar kits range from laughably low to absurdly high. Look, I would recommend that you shop for the features that you want rather than shopping based on price range. Well, what do I mean by that? For example, maybe you're looking for a guitar with a burl veneer top, or maybe you're looking for a guitar that has a specific pickup loadout already routed, like a Strat style with humbuckers. Perhaps you're looking for a guitar with a certain body wood. Like, for example, most kits come with basswood, but some kits offer alder, poplar, mahogany, ash, or even other interesting woods. Most kits come with budget level hardware and pickups, but some sellers offer premium kits that have upgraded hardware and better quality pickups. Maybe you're not confident in your finishing skills, and so you don't want to paint the guitar. Some retailers offer fully painted bodies with their kits. There are lots and lots of purchasing options, so shop around and do your homework to find what you're looking for, because it's probably out there somewhere. As far as purchasing options go, be sure to look for deals. Many of these websites will give you a 10 or 15% discount code just for visiting their website and giving them your email address. That's a great way to save some money if you've already decided to purchase a kit. So now you've decided to buy a kit, you're doing it for the right reasons, and you've chosen what guitar you want to build and found a place where you want to buy it. And you've placed your order. Well, what can you expect? That's exactly what we're going to find out in my next video. I bought a guitar kit, and in my next video, I'm going to do an unboxing, catalog all the items that are included, apply, finish, build, and then assemble the entire kit so you can see what's involved in building a kit from start to finish. What kit did I even get? You're just going to have to come back next time and find out. Make sure to click subscribe so you don't miss it. Hey, I'm super excited. I've been chomping at the bit to get that box open and get out into the shop so I can start building this thing. Hey, have you ever built a guitar from a kit? If you did build a kit guitar, do you wish someone had told you any of this before you bought yours? How'd your guitar turn out? Put your answers in the comments below and share some of your victories and maybe some horror stories. What did you wish someone told you before you ever built a kit? Tell me down in the comments. We'll keep the discussion going. I hope that you found this video useful. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video, everyone. Until next time, don't be a jerk.